Yeah, welcome back to our African toy-making garden recycling sessions. In this session, we are going to learn how to make African dolls specifically in the Akalai culture. Here we go to the garden to search for the nice smooth materials from a banana trunk. Dolls here are made from fresh banana trunks. A fresh leaf is cut, but one should be careful to cut bottom leaves, so the banana growth is not affected, especially at upper middle section where the fruit springs from. Ensure the upper section has 3 or more leaves left. The smooth side leaves are separated off the middle stem of the leaf for use. The hard part of the banana leaf stem is then cut into smaller pieces. We also search for a dried banana trunk to take off ropes for use. The longer the rope, the better. The banana leaf stem is cut further and shaped into shorter stems. Now watch carefully, as the shorter banana leaf stem is folded to start making of a doll.
We are looking good, looking nice because of more of it. More of it. What's up? I think that lady has now grown to a very mature person.
She's big, she's a tune. She's a tune.
I think she's even done, my dear. The lady is still very young.
Let's do it again.
Baby glow. And she made money by that time. I wish I only knew. I would have also started. How she started very.
Here, let's have a closer look. Both stems should be equally bent in the bend to form kind of a cross section. Now, a smaller stem is added and fixed at the top in between the one bent upwards. It's fixed a little bit further, not exactly in the middle.
That one? I don't know.
Now it's just like doing
Round and round it's tightened.
Ensure the tie is fastened into the stem. Here, you can see how the small fresh ropes used for tying are got off part of the banana leaf. The many leaves are gathered and formed around the top to make what would be the head. The leaves are rolled and rolled around all the upper section, including the middle stem, and tied into firmness.
Double short one.
And they're very nice. So when you wash them, they do it very nice.
I see like they are.
You put on boots.
Agree.
Some leaves will cover the middle section and tied to the bottom end to form the doll body or skin.
Joyce was even asking you how you brought
At this point, you can see the small stem placed in the upper middle section formed the hands, while the bigger stems
use it
folded
with
at
the
the
wet
bottom
banana
now
fibers.
become shaped into legs.
Even you also use the dry ones.
The dry one you can use also.
We shall use the dry ones also.
The lower pelvic section is shaped into a tighter tie to form the legs and waist of the doll for completion shaping.
But if we go the other, if we are to go the other side, we must be there like for a week only. A week or 1 week and a half if was.
Yeah. Even you have to come back. And what will we be eating?
It's enough now.
We eat there.
It is done.
I don't want to use more thing. Yeah.
It is done.
Food there is more cheaper than
Then you called it
The
like a
different
baby?
parts are now fixed and tested into shape and
Put it
firmness.
on the side. No. Like a baby.
The doll making is complete. We have a doll. It's now demonstration of how the doll is carried and played with. It can be patted at the back like a baby.
What you did for?
Milan, you come and tell your baby.
you can.
There it is too much.
Milan, your baby.
And the baby watching by is happy to have a baby doll trial play too.
Your baby.
Curiously, they look on.
It is hard to make.
African dolls in this culture are made mainly from fresh banana trunks and leaves. Let's see how the dry ones will shape out now. Meanwhile, someone is trying hard to break the doll apart into play.
Marine too.
The process is really similar, but here we use dried banana leaves instead of the fresh banana leaves.
Who?
The mercy thing.
I said I will call her on Tuesday.
The dried banana leaf stems cut in small pieces are bent over each other. It's harder to bend the dried stems that they can even break out if too dry. Better to use those not very dry.
Now to on board, but they say there are a lot of customers there, very many. In a day you can even on board like 30 plus. Na, 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 na. Papa.
The shape of arms is tied to the shoulder. Also always ensure the stem folded at lower section that will form the legs is a bigger stem than the one folder upper section.
Some days it can disappear, you know, Today you might have, tomorrow you have, or this week you can say this. Milan, leave it. The whole of this week you can have the 1/6.
Have you noticed the unique African knife used in the garden? It's made of wood and metal, usually sharpened into shape. Hence, its shape is different, as we shall explore more knife types in future.
Take it one day at a time.
The doll bottom is tied into tightness to keep it in shape. Dry soft banana leaves are folded together into thickness before they are folded into the upper section to form the head and bits of the body like the stomach.
Because they're here, they're also not good enough. They can also be
Bundle by bundle, the dry banana leaves form a thickness for the doll head before spreading out to body parts.
You can even be like a misquote. Hey, like a misquote.
A dry banana rope is used to tie the doll into shape. The body part may require some extra layers of rope tied around and around. And here we have our African doll shaped crosswise for balance.
Not even a week, maybe
All the doll parts are tested into thickness and tightened not to fall out of shape when used. The bouncing will help test its tightness.
Yeah, but ball. What about the balls? Where are they? They don't seriously.